All right, I hope you guys had a great 4th of July weekend. We are doing the Fanatics weekly auction number 181. This was from the 4th of July. I guess it would be July 6th auction that ended last night, Sunday night. And you're not going to believe this. The top row, we get 3 cards. We get Kobe, and Kobe, and then shortly followed in close succession by apparently a set break of 1997 championship PMGs that you've got to see to believe. If you guys love 90s basketball cards, you're going to see some really beautiful cards in here, including a couple of super rare, high-end, tier 1 type Tim Duncan rookie cards as well. Enjoy the video, guys. Jordan cards continue to run as well. We're going to see a couple of really big Jordan PSA 10s of some foundational Jordan inserts and parallels from the 90s that did huge numbers as well. Enjoy the video. Hope you guys have a great week, and I hope this video is a good reason to get your week off to a great start. Enjoy the video. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code Cajun, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. Hey guys, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with your Fanatics weekly auction number 181 breakdown. I am looking at more cards. I am going to look at more cards today than I have ever looked at on any of these videos. This thing may push an hour, so my apologies, but there were too many super relevant, super interesting cards that broke all-time records. I think I'm going to ring this bell. I'm guessing 15 to 20 times, and I only looked at maybe a third of the cards, half the cards maybe, something like that. So we'll look at the top 48 cards. I've literally got over 20 of them pulled up. I'm going to have to go really fast. I know that's funny. Y'all are laughing watching the screen because you know I talk too fast already. Well, we're going to go as fast as possible. I'm going to try to get this thing done in under an hour. Before we get growing, let me pay some bills. If you guys like these Fanatics weekly videos that come every Monday, I'll also do a Fanatics Premier monthly auction breakdown one Friday a month. If you guys like these videos and all the other interesting content that I'm bringing your way, please do me a favor. Consider when you go break records on the Fanatics weekly auctions, and when I talk about your cards and ring the bell on your cards, please consider using the promo code Cajun, all capital letters, when you send your cards to Fanatics. It's real simple. When you do your submission, there's going to be a little space there. You've got to put in a promo code. If you put in capital C-A-J-U-N, a little green check mark's going to come up. It doesn't cost you any money. It doesn't make you any extra money, unfortunately, yet. I'm working on that. I'm fighting for you guys. But so many of you guys out there have already philanthropically supported the channel by using the Cajun promo code, including some of these cards that sold last night. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. It's truly flattering, and it's a quid pro quo. I'm going to keep bringing you guys the most consistent basketball card content in the hobby if you guys continue to use the promo code. It's a great symbiotic relationship. Let's get going, right? We got a lot of cards to talk about. Bills paid. Let's get cranking. Here we go. Let's start with screen share. Guess what? We saw last week a couple of BGS 9 Michael Jordan star cards did very suspicious numbers. Huge price jumps. Let's see what's happening. We got 2 more, and these are honestly my 2 favorite star cards. The 1985 Gatorade Slam Dunk and the Crunch and Munch, which we're about to look at in a second. How did the BGS 9, and they're both BGS 9, so falling lockstep, just like those cards last time. $4,800 for the Star Gatorade BGS 9 Michael Jordan. BGS 9 is a really good grade for this card. That makes it a pop 197. It's not as rare as the rookie cards that we saw last week, so that's not going to be apples to apples. But here is the all-time chart for the Star Gatorade BGS 9. Let's narrow this down to maybe 2 years. It's clearly a card on the rise. This is the 3rd highest sale of the last 35 sales. The card's up 158% over the last 2 years. We saw this super inorganic run in the fall of 2024. I've talked about this on the channel. Some people see it. Some people just are in denial, whatever. That's where it hit its all-time high of 6150, but the card now is settled in at 4,800. It is doing very well. It seems to be a card on the rise. Hot Numbers PSA 10, a nice foundational piece. If you're a grade snob, you want to pick up a Jordan insert from the 90s that checks every box. PSA 10, featuring MJ during his playing years, career here for the Bulls. Lenticular surface, amazing aesthetics, super colorful, blow your head off. Willy Wonka vomited all over this thing. It's an incredible card. This hot numbers PSA 10 did 4,800 last night. Guys, guess what? Here's your all-time chart. Well, there's your last 2 years. Here's your all-time chart right here. It's not a bell ringing all-time high, but it's the third highest sale in the last 248 sales. Over the last 2 years, you're looking at a card. By the way, this is not a hard card to find. It's a Pop 241. One of these sells every single month. Sometimes multiple sell each month. 163% growth for this Michael Jordan PSA 10 hot numbers over the last 2 years. Elijah Wan PSA 10 does really well last night. The NBA silver sticker, no doubt, was a big part of that. This card did very well. 49.20 for that Elijah Wan last night. How about a Playmakers Theater Pippen SGC 7? This is weird stuff. It's not Jordan, but it's a Bulls player. It's not PSA, it's SGC, but it's a Playmakers Theater, and it's real, and there are counterfeits out there. A card that is really, really off-center. Again, I'm no expert. I'm not grading the grader here, but this is extremely off-center, left to right, as you can see, just by looking at the left and right borders. SGC 7, no doubt that's why I got the 7. But this card last night is the highest sale for any Scottie Pippen Playmakers Theater in history, regardless of grade, regardless of grading company. This is it. This is the highest graded Scottie Pippen, the highest priced, highest sale Scottie Pippen Playmakers Theater card in history. Next to that, we've got an Iverson Ultra Star Power Supreme PSA 10. This is a Pop 5. We always want to look at the foil. How's the foil look? Man, it looks pretty damn good, man. It's really hard to find this foil. I don't like the picture. That foil is supposed to be blue, so we can't tell. Is the foil faded, or is the picture just it just wasn't taken in the right light or whatever? Nevertheless, there's your Allen Iverson card. There is your card. There's your all-time record. 49.20. It is not even remotely close. This card more than doubled, almost tripled, 2.5 times the all-time record. So another bell ringer right there. A Wembanyama serial number 10 black refractor. I thought black meant 1 of 1. No, apparently black means serial number 10 sometimes. No grade for the autograph because it's not a good one. PSA 10 card, Pop 1, $5,000 for that Mercury Wembanyama. Seems like a blast from the past now. Long forgotten. That Mercury product. 2004 Upper Deck Game Jersey LeBron, 25 out of 25. Serial number to, again, 25. BGS 8.510 does 5160. A Weber Red Label 99 Topps Gold Label, 1 of 1, does $5,000 on that card. Who is that Garden Weber in that picture? Let's see who that is right there. That's Theo Ratliff. That's the great Theo Ratliff, number 42, I think, right there. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Oh, my God. Here we go. All right. It's your staple card of the week. We see it in every single week. We see it when I do my alt recaps, my review previews. We see it when I do Fanatics. The blue color match Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This is the flagship rookie card, and I don't use the word flagship to be demeaning. It's just the card that people kind of gravitate to. It's serial number to 199. It does 5,400 last night. There's your card right there. It is a beautiful card. Great looking image right there. I can just imagine he's pushed off a little bit with his right shoulder into a right to left step back, created about 9 feet of space, the MVP, and he's getting up that mid-range jumper that's so silky smooth. A lot of Kobe stuff to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's game. Guess what's happening to this card? Oh, it's exactly what I said would happen to this card. Although last night's sale was actually a really good one. Maybe it was the NBA silver sticker, because if you'll notice, this one has an NBA silver sticker as well. But check out this chart. It's running up, it's running up, it's running up. He wins the title. It's coming down, it's coming down, it's coming down. Last night's sale was a little bounce back. My guess is the next one without the silver NBA sticker will be for less. Hold me to it. Let's check it together next week when we see another one listed, because there's always going to be one of these in almost every single Fanatics auction, if not more than one. Here's the deal. It's only a Pop 44. There's not that many of these out there, right? And again, yes, for those of you new to the hobby or new to collecting in the ultra modern, and not that I'm an expert, but this is a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander rookie card, and you're asking, where's the rookie card shield? Well, Prism, Panini just forgot to put it on there. Oh, well, oops, sorry, my bad. It's only the MVP of the NBA missing a rookie shield. Slight mistake. I guess they didn't think it was going to be that big a mistake back in 2018 when he was just a dude coming out of Kentucky who was just okay, right? He was just going to be another okay Kentucky point guard, but he ended up being MVP of the NBA and maybe the best of the bunch. Giannis next day auto. These were really big cards back in the day. 55-20 last night. There's so many moves to be made in Giannis right now, and I can't believe I'm saying that because I sold out of my entire collection, but I really like Giannis moving forward. I hate the Bucks situation, but what I suspect is they're going to be a pile of piping hot trash for lack of a better word, around January, and maybe we'll see Giannis being shopped by the Bucks at that point when they hit the complete reset button, and it'll be a mutual parting of ways, and then Giannis cards are going to go freaking ballistic. They just are. And the second he gets traded to a contender, his cards are going to go bananas because he's still one of the 3 best players in the world. I don't care what anybody says, he is. We got a LeBron autograph that does 5640 of Star Rubies Grant Hill PSA 8. Keep in mind, some of these cards, this Grant Hill Rubies, it may be an all-time record. I can't look up every single card, but this PSA 8 Grant Hill, card number 1 in the set, pretty cool back then. He was as hot as a firecracker back in 97. 5760 for that Grant Hill. We got a Noir Logo Man auto, LeBron, Dwayne Wade. This is serial number to 3, however. PSA 8 does 5880. Luka Doncic t-shirt, Riddell non-logo jersey card here. It's a patch autograph from 2019 Upper Deck Goodwin Champions. I don't even know what this is. It's not a rookie card because it's 2019. It's not a Mavericks card. What is it? I don't know what's happening here. This is not even a Real Madrid card. I don't know what it is. It's Luka Doncic at the YMCA XRC. $6,000 for that PSA 9. Gary Payton Grand Finale PSA 8 did not do a record. I did check it. I won't bore you. This card did not break a record, but it did very well. I think the all-time record was 6,900. This Gary Payton Grand Finale, which is another really highly sought-after card from the 90s, a Tier 1 type card for most great 90s players. 6,300 for that Gary Payton. And here's our second chance to check on the star market. This is a BGS 9 Crunch and Munch. We saw the Gatorade did very well in light of recent sales compared to recent comps. What about the Crunch and Munch BGS 9? It did 6,900. The Gatorade's a little bit higher pop. The Crunch and Munch only a pop 148. And this card right here just broke the all-time record. This is the highest price ever paid for a Gatorade Crunch and Munch Michael Jordan BGS 9, and you can see it right there. Over the last 2 sales, it's gone from 5,000 to 6,500 to 6,900. That's not crazy like what we saw last week with the 195 and the 288. So I'm buying it, man. I just think these cards are great looking. I think the Gatorade and the Crunch and Munch stand out. They're Michael Jordan star cards that are green and yellow. That's weird. That stands out. I think they're really cool looking cards. Great image of young Michael Jordan up close. These things have been hot as a firecracker lately, and this very well might be an all-time record. I have no idea. But it's serial number 10, totally certified, mirror platinum, die cut, pop 2, only 1 higher graded. This one does 7,200. And then what is going on in this image? I mean, what kind of creepy ass image is this? 42 bids, shout out to Vin Baker, on this cartoon card. We know cartoon cards are really high. The shadow makes it look like Victor Wembanyama's got the longest Fu Manchu goatee ever. He's bending over in a, let's just call it a very prone position. We'll call this the Victor Wembanyama prison manga parallel. That's what we're going to call this card. That's a Cajun Cardboard copyright, so nobody else can use that. That's the prison manga right there, if you know what I mean. PSA 10, this is the all-time record. No cartoon Wembanyama of this card has ever sold for this much. There's the card, there's the sale, there's the record. Not sure what else to say about that card. It is a pop 6, but I think this is the only one that's ever sold. It's the only one that I could find. Don't put prison in your search. That's just a Cajun Cardboard special. Star Swatch Nikola Jokic 2022 Flawless does 7,500. A Jordan Ultimate Collection. Remember that? Like, Ultimate Collection is like the Walmart, right, of Michael Jordan cards from the 2000s because everybody is so hyper-focused on exquisite. I love this, man. I love this. It's a 2-color patch. It's serial number to 25. It's freaking beautiful. I mean, this rivals exquisite. I don't care what anybody says. 57 bids on this card. Big time interest in this card right here. BGS 9.5 Min Gem, and the card does $7,800. You can't explain to me why the prison manga Victor Wembanyama cartoon, which is not even a rookie, I don't think it's a rookie, maybe it is, I don't know, does $7,500 and this card does $7,800. Like, that's irreconcilable. That's incongruent. It does not make sense. It is illogical, and in the hobby is really confused right now when it comes to the kabooms and where they stand, and the kabooms, the mangas, and all the other cartoon stuff, the downtowns, all that stuff is crazy, man. In fact, you know what? Throw them all in a pot. Give me the Color Blast. The Color Blast look way better. I don't even care about pop. Like, just if you're talking about which of the fake cards or which of the insert cards look the best, and the Color Blast aren't cartoon cards, but I put them in there because those are very hot parallels as well. I like the Color Blast better than all those cards. And again, that's come from somebody who owns none none of this cartoon stuff, none of the art cards or whatever you want to call them. 2007 Upper Deck Premier First Round Phenoms Jordan. This is the sticker autograph, serial number 23. It does 8,700. Linchpins PSA 8 does 8,700, not PSA 10. PSA 8. Let's look that up. Is that good, Cajun? Yeah, it's pretty good. It is the highest sale in history for PSA 8 linchpins. And get this card has broken the all-time record 1, 2, 3 consecutive sales. So 3 sales in a row have been an all-time record. The card's up 10,000% over the all-time chart. Over the last 2 years, the card in a PSA 8 is up 61%. What about a PSA 9? How's that one doing? 74%. What about a PSA 10? How is that one doing? Oh, guess what? You can't find it. Why? It's a Pop 8. That's why. So linchpins, huge Michael Jordan card, a tier 2 Michael Jordan card, visually absolutely mesmerizing. Hang on, I'm taking ice off my back. Don't laugh at me. I had an ice pack on my back. I am old. You guys know that. I talk like a young man, but I have the body of an old man. Still look like a Ferrari, but I have the body of an old man, and I somehow went to stretch this morning, and right when I started stretching at the gym, my back gave out. I can't straighten up. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to walk out just like Willis Reed and give you this Monday Fanatics Weekly Auction recap video. Again, real quick, Card Ladder. Everything that you see, all of these graphs, all of the data that I give you, Card Ladder. They're an affiliate partner of the Cajun Cardboard channel. Good friends of mine, all of the founders of that, Chris, Christina, and Josh, and frequent guests on the show as well. Card Ladder is my data pricing tool of choice. It's where I go to figure out what is a card worth, what should it be worth, what else is sold. It's what I use to bring you these videos every single Monday, so that should come as no surprise. If you guys aren't on Card Ladder and you're interested in figuring out what your collection's worth or what your cards are worth or which cards you should buy or sell, and there's so much more to it, right? Big picture stuff, indexes, things like that, check out Card Ladder. Use the affiliate link that's in the YouTube description to this video, and you'll support the Cajun Cardboard channel when you subscribe that way. Super cheap. I'm not even going to guess on what the subscription is because I've just got it on recurring. Like, I'm going to subscribe no matter what. Cherry Blossom, first off the line. Caitlin Clark, she's banged up, man. She's not playing enough. I don't know. We need to get her back on the court because that's the only reason to watch that league. 2013 Innovation, LeBron James, Kaboom, PSA 8. Have we mentioned that these Kaboom cards are, let me quote my grandmother here, rest in peace, too big for their britches? I'm going to start using colloquialisms that were used by really old people back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say something very controversial. Kabooms are, let me get on big screen. Let me get on big screen here. Kabooms are too big for their britches. There, I said it. I'll be the one to say it for everybody else. PSA 8, Innovation, Kaboom, LeBron James last night sold for $9,000 freaking dollars. Guess what? That's an all-time record. Guess what? It jumped almost $4,000 from the all-time high, which was $5,200. Why? There's 167 of these cards out there. And this is a PSA 8. What is happening? This does not make any sense. Do not fall for the banana in the tailpipe, to quote the great Axel Foley, Eddie Murphy in Beverly Hills Cop. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. SGA 1 of 1, Flawless Platinum does $9,000. Apollo Boncaro, serial number to 24, gold, first off the line, PSA 9. Man, that card's got a lot of shit going on. That's a good-looking card right there. 30 bids on that card. Shout out to, not Steph Curry. Well, shout out to Steph Curry, but also shout out to the great Bernard King, New York Knicks legend, who wore jersey number 30 for the Knicks. Some people think he was had the potential to be the greatest New York Knicks player of all time. I'll let you guys argue about that in the comments for those of you who actually remember who Bernard King is. That Boncaro did $9,300, which is the same amount that a serial number to 99 autographed PSA 8 Nikola Jokic card did. In what world is Paulo Boncaro ever going to be as good as Nikola Jokic? No world that I'm aware of. The Jokic did $9,300. I've actually got this card pulled up as well. There it is right there. That is not an all-time record. It missed it by 25 bucks. I want to ring that bell so bad, but it's not fair. I'm not going to do it. That's it. PSA 8 Nikola Jokic does $9,300. Last one in 2023. Well, not the last one. This is actually a very good sale in comparison to the most recent because it was a 78.50 card right here and jumped all the way up to $9,300. So really good sale right there. That's good to see people recognizing the card, not necessarily hyper-focusing on the grade. Speaking of the card, this is a 98 Upper Deck game jersey, Michael Jordan, GJ20 PSA 8. I don't think people still, to this day, shout out to Dirk Nowitzki, 41 people bid on this, or at least 41 bids were put in. I don't think people realize the pack odds on these damn 97, 98, and 99 Jordan game jerseys. And they're game-worn jerseys. These are game-worn jerseys. This PSA 8 did $10,200. I've got it pulled up right here in Handy Dandy Card Ladder. What an amazing image. What a great card. That is the second highest sale of this card in all time. 10,803 was the highest before this card. If you look at most recent sales, 8,500, 9,100, 10,200. Is it me, or is that card trending in the right direction even in a PSA 8? Next, we've got Sean Bradley. Actually, you know, this is a good time to talk about it. Sean Bradley was an interesting fella, right? He went number 1 in the draft, if I'm not mistaken, out of BYU because he was 7'6". People thought he was going to change the way the game is played. They thought he was the honky Ralph Sampson, and he just ended up not being a great player. He's just too frail, man. He just couldn't move fast enough, even for the NBA back then when it was a little bit different. You could, you know, have random 7-footers roaming the court. Now your 7-footers got to shoot threes and guards switch pick and rolls and play drop coverage and all that crap. Sean Bradley was a very mediocre basketball player in the NBA. This is his PMG Green PSA 7. And some of you who don't understand 90s cards are probably asking, why did someone just pay $10,500 for a Sean Bradley? But I'll be honest with you, I think this card was stolen. That is a really, really cheap price. And it is the highest selling Sean Bradley card, Sean Bradley PMG Green of all time. PSA 7 is actually a really good grade for PMGs, as you can see. This is the best in class. So I would suspect, I don't want to guess, well, I'm going to guess, I think Nat Turner had to have bought this card, right? He is chasing the PMG Green set. He is the closest to the PMG Green set. He is missing 3 cards. He's got 120 out of 123 cards. It was a 125 card set, but there's no greens for the checklist. So all of these cards are serial number to 10. This is the highest Sean Bradley. I am assuming he replaced his existing Sean Bradley, which was either a 6.53 or an authentic. With this PSA 7, $10,000. Again, to me, it seems like someone could have held this card hostage for the next person chasing Nat on the PSA set registry for PMG Greens, but nobody had that idea, and I don't have the time to go out there and hold cards hostage. Also, I don't know is that morally, ethically okay? You know somebody wants this card for their set, you go out there, you outbid them, and then you kind of, hey, reach out to them, hey, I just won this card, you want it for 150% of what I paid for it? It's kind of bad, right? That's not real classy, right? 2007 Exquisite Collection Exclusives Durant Patch Auto. That's a great looking card there. It does 10,800, but nobody collects him. We know that. 2020 NT RPA, True RPA, PSA 9 LaMelo does 11.1. Let's look up this Tim Duncan second year Playmakers Theater, a tier 1 Duncan card if I've ever seen one. Only $11,400. I do have it pulled up. Where is it? Somewhere in here. There it is right there. All-time record right there. $11,400 for that Duncan Playmakers Theater. The last one sold a little over a year ago for just shy of half. I mean, just more than half. $6,100. So this is a really big jump for a Tim Duncan Playmakers Theater. And earlier when I told you that the Pippen was off center, now you can kind of see how the Duncan is just kind of shaped different, right? If you look at the borders look equidistant. It's a good looking card. A little issue on the top right there. 56 bids. That should let you know how important those Playmakers Theaters are. I think there's people out there collecting the set. I'll be quite honest with you. You never know. Black on black with the black auto. Wow, this card really hits home. 55 bids on this card. Shout out to the great Dikembe Mutombo. And you know what? Let's just shout out Pacers legend Roy Hibbert as well, who wore jersey number 55. But this KD card really does check a lot of boxes. $12,000. Obviously, it's a pop 1, but the black label on the black autograph is so cool. If this autograph was blue, it wouldn't look quite as cool. So I like that card right there. $12,000. I don't know if it's a record. I didn't look it up. I did look this up because it's weird. I don't know who grades this card in a CGC, but it worked out, right? It came out a CGC 10. This is the 1999 Ultra Millennium Men Kobe Bryant. These cards are serial number to 100. These have been selling a little bit lately, especially the Kobe's, and they've been doing extremely well. This right here is the 3rd highest sale of any Millennium ever. I'm going to ring the bell because it's the highest CGC 10 because nobody grades their cards in CGC, at least not 90s cards like this. And if you don't believe me, we'll look at the pop report. There you go. There's only been one ever graded by CGC, and I guess they wanted some attention, and here I am giving it to them. But the PSA 10 about a year and a half ago, maybe about 9 months ago, sold for $13,800. And then the BGS 9.5 3 years ago sold for $14.4, but this is the highest selling CGC 10 of all time. How awesome is this card? Is this not a gorgeous Jordan Wizards card? Look at the patch on this card. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's Cuatro Colores. Michael Jordan. You got Blanco, Negro, Rojo, and Azul on there. I don't know why I'm speaking Spanish, but this one does $13,800 in a raw condition, CGC authenticated. Hopefully it's off to PSA or BGS. That is the all-time record paid for that card. The highest before that was a BGS 8 of that card that sold for $6,700 back in 2023. Great sale there from a fan of the channel, a good follower of the channel, a viewer, an OG. So congrats to you. Your card did absolutely phenomenal, and I am very happy to see it. 97. Okay, we're going to look at 4 championship PMGs, and we're going to see if all 4 can break records. All 4 were for 90s legends, and I consider Tim Hardaway a legend. He's got a move named after him, the UTEP two-step, right? His crossover was insane. He's the first person I remember really being affiliated with the crossover, and his was a between the legs cross, and so that was the UTEP two-step. 1997 Metal Universe PMG, PSA 7, Tim Hardaway, Pop 2, 2 higher, does $15,000. I've got him pulled up. Where is he? There he is right there. Yes, that is an all-time record. Is that more than $500? Yes, it's more than $500. All-time record for championship PMG, Tim Hardaway. Silhouette, Steph Curry does $17,400. What about these 2 Jordans? Oh my gosh. Jordan Rockstars BGS 10 Refractor does $17,400. I want to see if this is the highest selling Rockstars regardless of grade. Guess what? It is $17,400 for that Pop 4 BGS 10. There's 75 PSA 10s, but only 4 BGS 10s, no black labels. So this is as good as it gets. This is the highest grade of the Rockstar, and that is the record right there. If you don't believe me, we can even go to the chart right here. This is what you can do in Card Ladder. You can look at the chart. Oh, guess what? It never sells. And so, of course, it's going to be an all-time record. Here's your all-time chart. That's kind of funny looking. The card kind of trickled around at $400, $500. And then guess what? People have discovered that cards are cool. It sold for $10,000 in 2022, and somebody called that guy an idiot. And then last night it sold for $17,400, and the rest is history. Next to that, we've got probably the most foundational Michael Jordan insert from the 90s. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it. This is the best insert from the 90s. All things considered. I'm not saying most valuable. I'm not saying lowest pop. I'm not saying highest pop. I'm just saying this is the card that everybody wants first. This one or the 92 Beam Team. But I'm going to go with this. If the tie goes to this right here. 93 Ultra Scoring Kings. And yeah, I know it doesn't look great, but you just got to trust me on this. The card looks amazing in hand. It's just really hard to get a good image of the card. The lightning doesn't pop. But when you see a good image of the card, you're like, oh my gosh, how do I put that in my collection? When you put a PSA 10 label on it, it becomes a Pop 97, I think, if I recall. Does that sound right? And that takes it to a whole nother level. Here it is right there. Here's your chart. This is the highest sale over the last 2 years. It is not an all-time record, but the card's up 20% over the last 2 years. The card dipped all the way down to $8,500. And I told my friend Cage, lawyer, I remember him reaching out to me and saying, you think it's a good time to buy into this card? I said, dude, if you can get this card for under $10,000, you're going to be sitting really pretty about a year or two from now. And here we are. It's up $8,600, up $10,000 from 2024 in March. So 15 months, the card's up $10,000. If I switch this to 1 year, check it out. There you go. 51% growth for that card. I knew it. I should have done it. I'm an idiot. I didn't do it. So great sale there for the PSA 10 Scoring Kings Jordan. We know the PSA 10 Jordans are doing pretty well. Row 3 Masterpiece. So we've seen 2 Chris Webber 1-of-1s from the 90s. This is a PSA 5. It does 19.2. I'm just gonna ring the bell without looking. I know that's gonna be a record. And then the Ultimate Banana in the Tailpipe, a 2023 Select Amen Thompson Black Finite 1-of-1 sells for $19,800. Almost twice what a Michael Jordan 98 game jersey sells for. And then we got a Luka Doncic Ruby Horizontal serial number to 15. This is a rookie patch auto. Great looking patch, great looking auto, great looking card. $19,800 for that Luka. And then we've got a whole row of delicious championship PMG cards. All right, let's see if we can go 3 for 3 on records. Reggie Miller, PSA 7. What do we got for the viewers of the channel? Here we go. Reggie Miller, all-time record, 21,000. The prior all-time record, again, I'm not putting a grade in this search. The highest price ever paid for a championship PMG Reggie Miller before this was $375. $21,000 is more than that, and this is the worst Reggie Miller that you can get your hands on. Let's just put it that way. What about the next one? We've got a Charles Barkley, all-time record, regardless of grade, $21,000. Obliterates the prior all-time high of $13,200, which was set back in 2022. So Reggie Miller record, Tim Hardaway record, Barkley record. What about Alonzo Mourning, who outsold both of them? $21,600. Ooh, just short. Not an all-time record. But it's because we're comparing. It's still a record because it's the highest PSA 5. But this PSA 5 sold for $21,600. The record set about a year ago, $23,000, but that was for a PSA 8 that sold on Golden. And that PSA 8 is the highest grade you could possibly get. So really good performance last night from all 4 championship PMGs. Congrats to the seller of those. I think I know who you are and you don't need the money. I'm just kidding. So 4 great sales of championship PMGs. My suspicion is that at least, well, I'd say the vast majority, if not all 4 of those, were picked up by set collectors, if I had to guess. And we're on the top row. And didn't I tell you it was going to be Kobe, Kobe, and Kobe? And here we are with a little bit of an asterisk because Iverson is on one of these. What about Kobe Iverson autograph cards? Like 2 of the most collected players from the 90s. I'm telling you, Iverson's got to be in the top 10 most collected players from the 90s for sure, right? We got Jordan, we got Kobe, and then after that, I mean, you're talking about Iverson, Tracy McGrady, Grant Hill. Where do we go after Shaq? Of course, Shaq would, I guess, be third probably. And then after that, we're like Iverson, Grant Hill, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, those kind of guys. Duncan, maybe Olajuwon. I don't know. Where do we go after that? Barkley. Iverson's definitely top 10, if not 5th or 6th. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments if you made a list of the most collectible 90s players. I think I did a video on this. Allen Iverson and Kobe, dual auto from 2015, serial number to 25. $23,400. How about this? I'm just going to look up Kobe Iverson autographs, and then I'm taking out Logo Man, and I don't know if there is one. Actually, I didn't take out Logo Man. This is it. This is the highest selling Kobe Iverson dual auto in history. It beats out this exact same card in different grades and slabs, of course, but it beats out this card 14-4, 14-4, and here we are, all-time record in 2025 for that dual auto right there. Congrats on that one. What about this one? Another Kobe. This is a Spectra, which nobody cares about Spectra, but it's a one-of-one Kobe, and it's a beautiful card. Let's put it up on the big screen. There it is right there. 37 bids on this card. This card is a 3-color patch with 4 breaks, Kobe Bryant autograph, BGS 810, and this one's got a story to tell. Check this out. Here's the card right there, right? Great looking card. This exact same card. It's a one-of-one, so it's every sale of this card has been this card. There was a $1,000 sale in 2016. Okay, well, that's apples and oranges. We're not going to compare 9 years ago. We know what happened to card prices, but this card sold 2 years ago for $7,206. And what do you notice? It doesn't take Sherlock Holmes to notice. It's in a PSA Authentic 10 for the auto slab. Somebody cracked it, put it into a BGS slab, and the card sold for almost 5 times as much. So the BGS 810 autograph sells for almost 5 times what the PSA Authentic 10 autograph card sold from. Am I missing anything? It's obviously the same card. There's only one of them. The patch matches, the autograph matches, all of those things. This is weird to me. That is a humongous jump over the last 2 years for a Kobe Bryant card. I get it. It's one. I mean, look, this card is incredible. That's a lot of money, man. That's a big, big card right there. And then the winner of the auction, and it ain't even close, by $18,000 plus, $18,600, the 2008. Remember this old boy? Wait till you see this chart, and wait till you see the money that's being made on this card or lost. It's a tale of 2 cards. It's a tale of 2 eras, we'll say, right? This card's going to tell a great story. I'm about to share with you. And this is why you need Card Ladder, so you can look at these cool graphs and then draw conclusions and then talk about it on videos on YouTube and be famous. 2008 Topps Chrome Gold Refractor. Of course, it's a Kobe Bryant card, but it's got the great LeBron James guarding him. So 2 of the 5, maybe 2 of the 8 greatest players that have ever played the game. $52,800. This is a Gem Plus. So we always got to take into account when you're comparing BGS 9.5s or really any cards, but BGS 9.5s, especially when you're fighting over the best copy of the card. This is a Gem Plus copy, which means there's always that gambler out there who thinks it could cross to a PSA 10. But nevertheless, even if you keep it in a BGS slab, you want to say, I've got the best BGS 9.5, and that's how you distinguish your card. There's your card right there. Pop 21. Shout out to KG, the big ticket. This card is up 116% over the last 2 years. Some lucky bastard is into this card for 24, 22. The card then sold for $40,000 earlier this year, and now the card's selling for $52,000. So you're thinking, damn, that is amazing. And yes, it is amazing. 116% growth in 2 years is damn amazing. But you know what's not amazing? Somebody is sitting on this card for $198,000, and that is freaking scary. Way back in 2021, no surprise, the card sold on Golden in a BGS 9.5 for $198,030. Holy crap, that is a lot of money. We can't pull it up. It was too long ago, but somebody's into it for $198. Well, somebody got a 4-for-1 discount on a very beautiful, amazing copy of the same card last night. So that's it, guys. In conclusion, we got Kobe, and Kobe. We got championship PMGs breaking all-time records. We got all-time records all over the place for Jordan cards, Rockstars, new all-time record, all kinds of insanity. We got the Prison manga, Victor Wembanyama selling for the first time in history, breaking an all-time record. What are we doing here? The hobby is freaking on fire, and it's leading into the National back in Chicago, which is going to be a superior location to Cleveland. I don't care what anybody says. Logistically, it's superior. I will be in the hotel right across the street on the Skywalk. Cajun Jr. and I are driving up there from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I'm bringing a few hundred posters. We're going to have posters available in the hotel lobby. I don't know exactly when we're going to be in there, but if you want a poster and you don't want to pay the ridiculous price, I'm going to sell the posters for $30 each or 2 for $50, and they're going to be right there on site. The reason I have to sell the damn things for $75 and I'm about to have to bump it to $100 is the damn shipping. Sometimes when I ship to different states, it's like $60-something in shipping. So I'm essentially giving the posters away considering the work that went into it. So I'm going to have to raise the price to $100. Now is your chance to pick up those posters on site in Chicago. I'll be set up in the hotel. Either me or Cajun Jr. will be there. They'll be laid out. You can look at them. You can inspect them. You can do whatever you want. We'll roll up however many you want. We'll put a rubber band around them, and they're yours. And I'll even say 5 for $100. We'll do it that way. You want to pay $20 each? You get 5 for $100. You get 2 for $50. You get 1 for $30. There are your options. I'll go ahead and set those prices. And Cajun Jr. will be there set up in the lobby. There'll be people everywhere with cards trying to sell them, and he'll be sitting there with Jordan Hierarchy posters. Just don't ask him any questions about the cards because he doesn't know anything about cards. But you'll have an opportunity to pick up the Hierarchy posters. If you don't even know what I'm talking about, go check out the Cajun Cardboard Michael Jordan Hierarchy on the channel. I've got a playlist devoted to it. It's really fun. You'll like it, and you'll probably start collecting Jordan cards if you watch it. That's it, guys. It is Monday, July 7th. This was your recap of Fanatics Weekly Auction number 181. Don't forget to try that promo code if you want to break records like almost half these cards. I think half the cards broke records. I really do. I didn't do the math, but I think 24 of the 48 we looked at probably broke records. If you want to break records, use the promo code Cajun, all capital letters, CAJUN, when you submit your cards. One more order of business. I've got over 400 PSA 10 Michael Jordan cards selling in these Fanatics Weekly Auctions. I had 70 sell last night. 70 PSA 10 Michael Jordans sold last night. They did great. I'm going to do a video on it. In 181 was last night, right? What I just recapped. 182, 183, 184, 185, 186, 187. That's 7 straight auctions on Fanatics Weekly that you can go and buy Michael Jordan PSA 10s, right? PSA 10 Michael Jordans in the next 6 auctions. 7 total, 6 more coming 6 weeks from now, running all the way through August. You guys are going to have the opportunity. There is a Cajun Cardboard filter. In fact, let me just go share it with you right now. Let me see if I can figure this out. Let me go here. Let me go here. Watch this on screen share. Auction. Cajun, what do you have in weekly auction number 182? It's live right now. These are cards you can go bid on right this second. You're not going to believe this. Cajun Cardboard. There's a filter for Cajun Cardboard cards. There they are. And guess what? I have how many? 79 cards, and I think, maybe not all, but I think they're probably all PSA 10 Michael Jordans. PSA 10, PSA 10, PSA 10, PSA 10, all PSA 10s. PSA 10s everywhere. And we're talking cards that matter, man. These are cards that can boost your collection. These are Wizards cards. These are Fleer cards. These are cards that are low pop cards. Some of these cards are cards that nobody would ever grade, so when you can pick them up in a 10, you've got a leg up. Some of these cards are cards that'll move you up in the PSA set registry. By the way, I am still scrolling. This is just the first page. All PSA 10s everywhere. These cards are $5, for God's sakes. There's a Pop 8 right there, Spanish International card. So you get my drift. 79 Michael Jordan cards in this auction. Set your calendar. There is a Cajun Cardboard filter in all of the next auctions all the way through auction 187. Go check it out. If you don't mind and you want to support the channel further, go use the affiliate link that's in this YouTube description. You can copy and paste it into your web browser. And then when you go in and bid through there, a little fraction of your money comes out of Michael Rubin's pocket. He doesn't need any more money. And it comes down here to South Louisiana so I can keep bringing you guys the most consistent basketball card content in the world. Over 365 videos a year. If you do the math, that's more than a video a day. Thank you guys as always for watching. I hope you all have a great first week of July in the hobby and out of the hobby. Keep collecting. Don't forget, keep watching. I've got Thunder Down Under videos, Michael Jordan cards that you see listed or coming in from Australia in these videos going this week. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Oh, by the way, tomorrow night, Jordan record collection video. Every Tuesday night, we'll look at the Michael Jordan cards below, like affordable Michael Jordan cards that broke all-time records. Some of them will be cards that I sold last night. It's going to be fun to watch. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby, and peace.